Whoa, 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 whoa. Called Hope, Segula Studios. Subliminal stuff gets into your DNA as the positive affirmation. Get to Segula Studios, download this stuff. I think he's giving it away for free now, but you all need to be trading. You know how to trade. Well, generosity. Yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa. What's going on, Luminators? Your juggernaut's powerful and unstoppable. Observers, participators, benevolent determinators. Living from the inside out, taking care of business, striving to thrive in your own lane, taking out your own trash every day. Living in your own unique dimensional reality with big love, one-on-one. Yeah. It's freaking awesome. Hope everybody's doing well. Go to abovethesun.io, abovethesun.io. Go check us out. Learn about QRST, that quantum relational synergistic trading. What's all that mean? It'll help your electronic being that you don't know that you are. Anyhow, not having a go, just playing. So we're here doing Boston Sea musing free energy. Bitcoin's free energy. Let me get up. Oh yeah, got my Bitcoin shirt on. Money system's changing. Silver and gold's a good idea. Get the physical. Boston Sea did it, but Bitcoin maxi. Don't need any other coin. You do what you want. You can trade, speculate. Boston Sea hodling. Conversation for another day. Nonetheless, so let's talk about some free energy. So we started, today is, what's today? Oh, it's the 9th. In the Hebrew letters, it's the tet. It's the basket. The goodest basket. You're a basket. Right? What is a basket? You put stuff in, you take stuff out. All right. So if I'm a basket, be a son of a basket. So I put stuff in my basket. Sometimes I'll take stuff out of my basket, give it to somebody else, right? Nice. So what are we, season 1, this episode 2? Yeah. Yesterday we did episode 1, and what did we do? We talked about get notepads and do them on the fly. Just like, what am I getting? Right? Like we all get. Everybody has a song, a word. We're all important. We're all on this together. Here below the sun. For the love of life, what's going on around here? Would you like to know? You can know. You can know. So season 1, right? Talked about spirit, soul, body. Right. Today we're going to talk about the word vantage. V-A-N-T-A-G-E. Vantage. I got that word the other day. It's all kind of comes. Sometimes I got to just shut it down. It's just too much. Spirit, soul, body. So you got to get that vantage and see that you're a spirit that has a soul, that lives in this love technology that we've been not taking good care of, been lied to about a lot of stuff. But you can unglue yourself from all this illusion. And we'll talk about that all the time. It's free. That's free energy. That'll pay your electric bill. Right? So spirit, soul, and body. Right? You need to be thinking about your gateways. Taste, smell, sight, hear, and touch. Right? And the body gateways, what you're putting in there, taking out, doing, whatever. all that. Nobody's having a go at you, but we're all on the journey together. We're in the same book. Might be on different pages, but we're in the same book. Spirit, soul, body, right? Your soul, your conscience. Do you have one? A lot of compromise going on. I know, nobody said it was going to be easy, but there's benefit, there's advantages to doing something that doesn't make sense, right? Conscience, reason, you got a reason. Do you talk to yourself? You ain't good and bad. Should we do this? Should we do that? I don't know. Right? That's where one of your four brains come in. How many brains do you have? Four: head, heart, belly, body. Four brains. Get them in sync. Use them. All right? Your belly brain's your intuition. So when you use and that's a spiritual gateway. There is, right? I think there's eight gateways. And this is just a frame of reference. Maybe there's more. Maybe there's less to you in your unique dimensional reality. I'm just sharing what I've learned, what I like. You don't do Boston Sea. You do you. Right? But I love wicked smart people that got it going on here below the sun, but got it going on above the sun. And they ain't doing it perfect. They don't have to. That they're in their own unique dimensional reality. I've got my own. Right? Hanging out next to you on yours. You're deciding what you're going to do with me in your dimensional reality. I'm trying to figure out the same thing. You might float away. You tether up side by side somewhere else because you're doing it anyways. You might as well be self-aware and create your own reality here below the sun, whether you transition or not, and whatever that looks like. Yeah. So, I was going to go somewhere, but, well, I did go somewhere. All right, so the other that we talked about, spirit, soul, body. Oh yeah, the gateways. Let me just finish it up. It'd be helpful to memorize the gateways, at least in your soul gateway, so you can start seeing what's in there, what dust is in there that you need to start. You're the landlord. You need to start kicking out some tenants sitting in your gateways. Not going to do you no good if you double the rent. I know it makes you feel good. Might pay the bills. Not good for your soul. Got to level up on your love technology, man. Conscience, reason, your mind. You need to have them get out of your mind. Start getting the mind of something else. Talk about that. Right? Your conscious mind, subconscious, non-conscious. Imagination, got to clean up. Get out of that sexualized thing. Stop the porn. Not easy. I shouldn't have been seeing nothing like that when I was 7 or 8. Not right. Anyhow, you can overcome that. Right? Just when you know better, do better. Don't live in shame, guilt. Don't buy into that. Those are like living jabrones. Yep. We'll talk about that another time. So your imagination, your emotion, the anger, the hatred, the bitterness, the depression, all the stuff that you don't want that you got. You can get it to all go. I'm not saying you're going to do it in one, because this is a house. You got to want a desire to start cleaning out the rooms. Right? And you're not alone. So your emotion, and then what you choose, and your will. So those are your gateways. When you just see what's sitting in there and you spend some time, get yourself a nice cup of coffee, tea, have a glass of vino, whatever you need to do. Just go chill. You're reading books too. The other thing we're going to talk about, I talked about it on the episode 1. There's a good book that Boston Sea's getting some heavy stuff. It's great. And Boston Sea, if you haven't figured out, he's a bit, uneducated here below the sun, don't have that formal education. That's okay. Learn some things. Boston sees 64 years of experiences. All right, here's the bookstore. I ripped it. A New Science of Heaven. Talking about the plasma universe. Universe is 99.9% plasma. We got plasma in us. It's all around us. We're electronic. We're magnetic beings, right? So when you start thinking about that, then you start thinking about what's going on around us with all the artificial this and artificial that. Boston C, he's about the authentic, right? It's kind of like playing rock, paper, scissors and winning every time. But you only do that when you're living in the authentic, in the up here about the sun. Love that. Aaron Smith said that. Love that. In the up here. That's good. I'm taking that lick, sir. That guitar lick. Bend the string a little bit. Make it sound a little different. Anyhow, so we're electric, magnetic, plasmatic, right? Spirit, soul, body. And the last thing we talked about was your body. You love technology. You can heal yourself. True story. So just being aware, thinking about that, right? Listening to you, is your body vibrating yet, right? We're 75, 80% water. All right, so let's talk about this vantage. So the word comes to me the other day and I knew I had to go, and so I grokked it. Oh yeah, you can follow Boston C in his post on at Above the Sun Life, at Above the Sun Life, and post stuff, and yeah. So I do that deal. So sometimes I'll grok some stuff, make me an image. This one didn't come. This came from, I think, Michael Saylor. So I don't think I'm in trouble. But I'm not selling anything. Anyhow, I'd take it down if they did. Yeah. So I grokked the grok. What's up, bud? What you doing? Hey, what's the definition of vantage? And then it just comes out, and then I'll kind of just look, and it's kind of how I read books, like physics, biology, chemistry, this stuff. I don't understand a lot of it, but I can get the nuggets out, and I know how to put the spiritual intelligence. See, that's what everybody's missing. Even Robert, he's missing it, right? Everything's intelligent. All right, we get a couple of big clouds on either side of the moon. There's an Earth-Moon system. We'll talk about that. It's all scientific fact that nobody tells you. I love it. So don't you just want to know about everything? I've always been like that. So let's go. Free energy. I'm feeling some free energy right here. Just take a minute. Be in such a hurry. Live in the now. Your past just passed 1 second ago and your future just showed up. Living in the now and every moment is every day eternal living. You're not dying. You're taking your unique dimensional reality with you. Yeah. Vantage. All right. So I just kind of jotted a couple things. So I want you to be thinking about, guess what? You're a vantage. I'm a vantage. Make it a noun. Vantage. Position or a place? No, I say we're both. Come on. Right? First below the sun, then above. First in the natural and then the woo-woo. Right? You're a position. Your identity. Right? Benevolent determinator, juggernaut, king, prophet, priest. You're a lot of stuff. We're all a lot of stuff. that we don't think we are because nobody's told us what we are. So you're a position in a place. We're plasma beings, electromagnetic plasmatic beings. 50 trillion, 100 trillion cells, right? Over 100 billion neurons making new connections. So we're technology. We just have to tap in who and what we are, and how do we leverage it. And that's where you decide what you're going to do with your character, because that's who you really are. Light beings, living in the realm of light, love light. Yeah, love it. So vantage, position or a place that provides something. What does it do? It provides a comprehensive, wide view perspective. Fascinating. Go back to the word comprehensive. This is what they're missing here. They know the plasma is alive. They know that dust particles, right, get ionized, the electrons, right, and the protons are getting ionized, and they're self-assembling in these plasma. What we see as ball light, or we'll talk about that. I don't want to get too far down the other. But what science can't figure out is it understands how they're transmitting one to another, but they don't know how they get the information. Because you only get it when you're in relationship with Big Love above the sun. You get the spiritual intelligence. That's the information. And so when you get it on the inside and you release it into the plasmatic universe, you don't have to worry about the outcomes. It'll self-assemble. So you're the comprehension. And what happens is, on the vantage, when you begin to kind of look at yourself as a spirit, right? Have a bioenergetic field, electromagnetic. I like to call it the gray space. It goes out pretty far, right? Boston Sea controls what goes in and what goes out. Nobody flies into my gray space. Sometimes something I may read, take something in, I get triggered, this, that, but all right, I'll figure it out. Not happy about what's going on with hurricanes, this, that, the other thing. Hop this, hop that, whatever. All right? So go do your deal. Whatever you want to do about it. You do you. You go figure it out. Go use your imagination. Connect the dots. Don't be afraid. You'll be okay. Put on some Depends or something. Whatever. All right. So you're comprehensive, and you have, when you're in the state of vantage, you have a wide view perspective. So that means and it's got a value element, right? So what's the value of all that? And then it drilled down and talked about a vantage point, which I like. We've all heard that. And what's a vantage point? But let me take a step back. So having a wide view perspective, okay, Boston Sea, so what's the big deal with that? Well, because then you can see what's going on around you. You know, we all have a religion. Everybody's got a belief system. What do you believe in? Have you done the homework? Have you spent some time with yourself on what you want to believe? Yeah, I don't know. I don't believe anything. Okay, well, that's your religion. You might want to think about like leveling up it a little bit, right? So anyhow, so having a wide view perspective, you can take what you're learning, your life story, your journey, truth, right? And then you trade that into other people. So having a wide view perspective is a value element, because you receive and then you pay it forward, and you trade out what's being traded into you. And that's how the cycle works, right? And the concretely bad ones, they take the technology and they just use it in a malevolent, corrupt way. We can have conversation about that another time, about, how Big Love tolerates all that. I don't have it all figured out. But all I know is it's got something to do with there's over 8 billion people on the planet. So, yeah. And all of creation that's alive, that's living, intelligent. It in the physical realm is what, half of 1%? And we think we're the geniuses trying to guess what's going on in the other 99.9%. That's intelligent, and they're looking at us and they're just. So I'm going to hedge. I'm going to lean into the 99. Not be so encumbered by what's going on down here below the sun. Red, blue, this, that, the other thing. Okay. Vantage point. A spotted position from which one observes. So are you in your spotted position where you're able to observe everything that's going on inside of you, around you, and your family, your friends, below the sun, above the sun? If not, why? You know, we all have choices, free will. It's all good. It's all good, right? We all have our own unique dimensional reality. Tethering up to other people that have their own unique dimensional reality. Creating our own reality. Because it's all about relationship and character. So vantage point, a spotted position from which one observes. What's the benefit of that, Boston C? Well, this is the other word, because I got vantage. And I was reading in here, okay, the word vantage, I never really think about it, right? And so I'm in the book, and then lo and behold, like on the next page, it was like vantage. And then it used the word vantage again. I was, okay, so I got to go do something with this. And then you think about it, and then you think, okay, advantage or disadvantage. Well, I prefer to be in the advantage versus having a disadvantage. So that's how this thing came together, right? So vantage point, a spotted position from which one observes the benefit. Advantage versus disadvantage. Superior viewpoint versus inferior point of view. So an example would be like hilltops have a clear advantage over valleys, right? And you could think about that metaphorically. So you're an energy being, and there are frequencies, chaos, toxicity. So you're a hill. You can climb up on your hill, go to your mountain, get up there, and have a clear perspective on how to deal with that deal down in the valley. Right? You are a strategic advantage. Boston C is a strategic advantage. Okay, I want to hang out with others that have strategic advantages. Living, right? So you are a strategic advantage. Now listen, this is Big Love telling this to me. I'm like, oh, so I got to get this. I don't have all this assimilated, but this is the other side of above-the-sun.io. QRST, and the other side is P48. Whatsoever things true, honest, just, pure, lovely, good rapport, right? Virtuous, dynamo, power, good news, praiseworthy. So we're living, we can live, you can choose to live in advantageous conditions and circumstances. That's the quantum part of life. QRST, your quantum engagements and your assignments. The engagement's the one you didn't see coming, right? And the assignment's the one that you got to go to, you might not be a fan of. But those are the opportunities. That's where the magic happens, right? So you are the favorable opportunity because you're overcoming in your entanglements and your assignments. Isn't it good? It's all frequency, man. It's all frequency. Here's some other things. You get early entry into the secrets, mysteries, and the riddles of an inexhaustible treasury of love. Mature ones, not perfect ones, or maturing, because we've already become, but we're still becoming. I know it's an oxymoron there. But anyhow, mature ones possess significant advantage over the desperate disadvantage, concretely bad ones. So there are a lot of concretely bad ones that are in powers that seem to be controlling everything. Corrupt, malevolent, all the money that's not money. But we all know that something's changing. And we can participate as energy beings on our own unique outcomes as we impact other people's unique dimensional realities. And the earth has its own unique dimensional reality. And then you just flame on, because we're going to be doing this for a really long time. And we've been around for a long time. So I've been told. Conversation for another day. So, last thing. I know we went long today. It was good though. This is good. So this is a question I got to ask. What's your position in place narrative? What's your journey? What's your story? We all have we're all on a journey. We all have a story. Tell your story. Just tell your story. We want to hear your story. Right? And in doing, that's where the broken hearted the stuff comes out. You know? And the healing of love gets in there. Right? And it fixes everything. So what's your position in place? What's your narrative? What's your journey? What's your story? And what is your eye camera lens? What are you seeing? For insights and unique angles on events. I can see the dark, but the dark is not all dark. Because in the dark there's mysteries and secrets. In space, the plasma universe, dark matter. Point is, there's a bigger play that's going on, and we're all a part of it. So I want to encourage everybody to get into your advantage, your hill, your mountain. You're a juggernaut, powerful and unstoppable. Right? So boss, is he going to head out? Make it a great day today. It's the only one we get. Stay in the way, stay in the path. And until next time. Oh, buy Bitcoin. Man. And don't ever sell it. Boston C, up and away.